Full Velocity TV begins now.
Good evening and welcome to Full Velocity TV. I'm all by myself up here in the Northeast as the wind has struck us. And I think the house is blown away for Phil Lacasse as he's not able to come here. Either that or the Wicked Witch has took him away. We're here all by ourselves here tonight as far as it's going to be race number 4 on the docket tonight. Going to be the Street Stocks, the Full Feather Frenzy here this evening at the Chili Bowl here. 12 cars will make the A main here this evening. Going to be a fantastic show. And I'm Todd Stanton alongside of me tonight. Pushing the controls here is Jack Truan down there in the trailer. Not used to this whole forte, as usually I'm down there pushing the controls, but he's going to be with me all evening long since Phil has been took by the Wicked Witch, maybe even them flying monkeys out there. And we'll see what happens, see if he's going to be brought back in one piece or not. But we have a great race in store for you here with the Dirt Series guys and James Goldbergs and CNC Race Designs putting on the show here this evening. Don't forget about Hanover Wrecker Service. The overall points champion is what is going to be paid out here for all 5 races. Midgets will end it here on a Thursday night. That's next Thursday night. Midgets, that's free to enter for anybody out there. Got a whole field of cars here from the Street Stocks here tonight. It's going to be rather interesting to go see some beating and banging, I do believe. You got Bailey Hipp in the field. You got Corey Whitworth, who's the current points leader. Whitworth out there. Martin Karch, the high side hustler. Torn Shirts also here. Earl Clements out there. Showtime Shane Kelly. Tony Feathers. All those guys out there getting ready to race as we're just waiting for those guys to go green flag here on the heat racing action, as these guys do not qualify here this evening. Practice taking that checkered flag here. So we know you got a favorite out there, guys. Let's hear the favorite early. Odds-on favorite to win this race. A lot of people saying Corey Whitworth going to take down the victory, but we got heat number 1 getting ready to roll out there on the speedway, and it's going to roll away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 69. Familiar place for him, number 69 of Corey Whitworth. Outside of him will be the number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Inside row number 2, starting in that third starting position, that's the number 33, that's Torn Shirts. Outside of him will be the 27, that's Mike Vanagan. And shotgun on the field, that's Mr. Excitement driving the 72 here tonight, that's David Day. We call for 5 cars. Let's see if David Day makes the call. And he is indeed going to make the call there in that 72 machine. Not used to seeing him aboard a 72 here. And normally a 5 machine for David Day, but a different lookalike here tonight as these guys are locked and loaded. We're going to get into the pace laps here as iRacing.com pace truck starting to pull away with the field in tow here for heat race number 1. Again, there will be, I believe, 3 heat races on the docket here tonight. Yep, 3 heat races indeed on the docket. Looks like we will have a little bit of alphabet soup here tonight. Not very much, as we only have about 15 to 16 contenders here tonight for the Street Stock division. And now we're going to be racing here with heat race number 1. And got to thank everybody for tuning in to Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. As iRacing.com pace truck now getting ready to pull down into the infield. It's Whitworth and Ramsey setting the pace. It's going to be out of turn number 4. You got the 33 of Shirts and Vanagan. That is your second row. Green flag is in the air. We're racing down the front straight away here. And look at Corey Whitworth going to work. You want that bottom side. Torn Shirts already making contact there. David Day up and over the brim down on the bottom side as David Day now starting to fall back through. That number 72 machine fighting it hard there with the 33 of Torn Shirts. But look at Ramsey, Caleb Ramsey to the top shelf of the speedway. And man, is he putting on the show here with the number 69 of Corey Whitworth. Whitworth not going away either on the bottom. The 13 of Ramsey up on the top shelf, still fighting out of the turn number 4. Great 2-groove racing here at the Chili Bowl so far. As now Whitworth down to the bottom side. Ramsey still up top. 15 laps will be the distance. We're on lap 3 already. That's how quick these heat races are going to go. Flashing by that start finish line is the 13 of Caleb Ramsey, just leading by a bumper over the 69 of Corey Whitworth. Third is Mike Vanagan now in that number 27 machine. David Day's worked his way up to that fourth spot. And the number 72 machine, Torn Shirts, having a bad outing here right now at the tail of the field. I know he did not get very many practice laps out there. And the number 33 machine, more contact made up front there for the lead, though. The 69 of Corey Whitworth and Caleb Ramsey exchanging blows there, just beating on each other. Door handle to door handle, imaginary rubber rail to imaginary rubber rail. Look at David Day coming up through the field. Now up to third. And that number 72 machine makes a little love to the number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Ramsey right now running in that second spot. But David Day, we call him Mr. Excitement. He's been coined Mr. Excitement on Full Velocity TV for a very, very long time. And there's reasons why. He's going to show you here tonight, I do believe, as he's working over the bottom side here, trying to get around the number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Ramsey still holding on second. Whitworth starting to check out here with 8 laps remaining. Still looking at the fast times here so far as Whitworth with a 12.772 last time by. Ramsey with a 12.861. David Day with a 13.084. Right now Ramsey running in that second, holding it down there and trying to make sure he makes the A main here through heat race number 1. I believe there's probably going to be about 2 cars that are going to make it from each heat race. The rest of them are going to go to Constellation Racing here on Full Velocity TV Dirt Series Racing. So 6 laps remaining, 5 laps as they go by that start-finish line for the 69 of Corey Whitworth, Ramsey, David Day, Mike Vanagan, Torn Shirts still running in that 5th spot. Really out of his game here tonight. Not used to seeing that number 33 run in the last position. 5th out of 5 cars. So 69 of Whitworth just setting the pace like he's done in the whole season so far for the Chili Bowl. Different divisions, different classes. Corey Whitworth, your points leader, and there's a reason why Whitworth is your points leader. Going down into turn number 1 here, off of turn number 2, already down the back straightaway. We're going to get popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more trips around the speedway for the 69 machine of Corey Whitworth. Caleb Ramsey running for 2, but David Day all over the rear bumper of this 13 machine. Day now hugging over the bottom, trying to find extra moisture, trying to use that berm to his advantage down on the bottom side as White Silk comes in the air for the 69 of Corey Whitworth. The 13 of Caleb Ramsey running in that second spot. Third is still David Day. Day still trying to get around Ramsey. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. But coming off of turn number 4, picking up heat race number 1, it's going to be the number 69 of Corey Whitworth. Caleb Ramsey going to finish for 2. David Day for 3. Mike Vanagan for 4. And 5th is going to be Torn Shirts. Just as quick as heat race number 1's over, we're going to file off into heat race number 2, and it's going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 46, that's Bailey Hip. Outside of him will be the number 83, that's Josh Smith. Inside row number 2, starting in that 3rd starting position, that is the number 24. That's Earl Clements in the 24. And outside of him will be the number 101. That's the high side hustler, Martin Karch, rolling off 4th. And shotgun on the field is the number 7 of Mason Turner, and the number 7 machine. So 5 cars we called for. We got all 5 cars out there. Heat race number 2 on the docket. 15 laps will be the distance here. We're going to see if Bailey Hip can hold on here with starting on the pole. And usually you got a good track position like the pole, you're going to win here at the Chili Bowl if you got a good stout car. Josh Smith starts on the outside in that Full Velocity sponsored machine. And like I said, I like Earl Clements' car, Red Dead Redemption 2 aboard that number 24 machine. Always have liked car out there on the speedway as soon as that was created out there. So got to thank everybody for tuning in. Like I said, a little bit solo here tonight, so if you hear me trying to take a breath, I'm trying to take a sip of my Coca-Cola here that's over on the left side of me. But we're getting ready to go racing for heat race number 2. Green flag flies in the air, and they're side by side down into turn 1. Hip has the advantage over the 83 of Josh Smith. Hip around in a knot there. That's going to leave the 83 to pounce, and he goes to the lead. The 101 of Martin Karch. Look at that. Those guys on the outside looking in. They get around Bailey Hip in no time. Look at Josh Smith in the lead. The 101 of Martin Karch running in that second spot. Third is the 46 of Bailey Hip. Now going to have to try to knock on the door of Martin Karch. Karch trying to knock on the door also. The 83. Around goes Karch in a knot. Around all by himself, he's the 101, and had a little bit of help there towards the tail end of that one by the 46 of Bailey Hip. Hip now running in that second spot. Earl Clements for 3. Mason Turner right now running in that 4th spot. Martin Karch has gathered it back up. See if he can make his way up through the field in that 101 machine. But Smith now in the 83 machine pulling away. He's doing what he has to do. And that trying to get away from Bailey Hip. As we know, Hip is really, really fast in the street stock division all around the leagues that we follow. The number 46 machine, he's been lightning fast. Right now running in that second spot, Earl Clements running third, having a good run. They got a tad bit of a push in that number 24 machine as we flash by that start finish line. 6 laps in. We have 10 laps remaining here at the Chili Bowl here for Street Stock Heat Race number 2. Again, got to thank presenting sponsor CNC Race Designs coming aboard to sponsor the Street Stocks here this evening. And CNC Race Designs, got to tell you what, go hit him up for some great wraps out there, as I know he's getting kind of slow, so everybody start filling it up there. Make him busy as heck so he doesn't keep going, I should say. The number 83 machine of Josh Smith running in the top spot. Second is still Bailey Hip. Third is the number 24 of Earl Clements. But Mason Turner with a mission statement there in the number 7 machine, able to get around the Earl Clements machine to make himself into that third spot. So now he sets his sights on the number 46 of Bailey Hip. See if Turner can run down Hip, as it's still all Josh Smith up front. Large and in charge here. Probably the best race that he's had so far in this season. At least the first 4 races. Nice to see Josh Smith out front just leading this event in that number 83 full velocity sponsored machine. Hip still running in that second spot. Hip has not been able to do anything as we got a handful of laps left with 5 to go. I don't think Hip's going to be able to catch him. We're looking at Josh Smith with a 12.893. That was his last time by. Nobody's even close. Bailey Hip a 13.150. And then you got a couple other guys running about 13 flats right behind Hip. So as everything keeps going, those guys' setups seem to start coming alive. But Josh Smith's setup has been alive since the start of this race here in heat race number 2. As we're going to go and get popsicle sticks in there. 2 more trips around the speedway for the number 83 of Josh Smith, the 46 of Bailey Hip running for 2. Mason Turner running in that third spot. Fourth is Earl Clements, and Martin Karch rounds out your 5-car field as they come off of turn number 4 here for Josh Smith, already down the front straightaway, and almost a half a track lead for that number 83 machine down into turn number 1 and off of turn number 2 for the final time down the back straightaway. Give this win to Josh Smith. Prevail. Nothing happens off of 4. Josh Smith going to take down heat race number 2. Bailey Hip going to finish in that second spot. Third is going to be Mason Turner. And it looks like Earl Clements going to just barely hang on to fourth as Karch was starting to come in that 101 machine. He's going to round out your 5-car field. So heat race number 3 here at the Chili Bowl, getting ready to roll away, and they're already on grid. These guys are lightning fast getting onto their grids here this evening. Starting on the pole, driving that number 23 machine, that's Tony Fetters. Fetters aboard the number 23. His dance apart to the outside, driving the number 173, that's Andy Jones. Inside row number 2, starting in that third starting position, that's 09, that's Joshua Ely. And outside of him will be Showtime Shane Kelly aboard the number 10 machine. And she rolls off in 4th. Rolling off 5th, that's Big Country, the 199. He's currently 2nd in points here. Let's see if he's able to do anything here this evening in the 199 machine. Again, the guy that sponsored this event for the Street Stock, CNC Race Designs. So the 199, the Big Country, James is going to roll off in that 5th position. We're waiting for that iRacing.com pace truck to pull down to the infield. They're going to indeed do so. So Fetters and Jones are going to set the pace here for heat race number 3. And that Superflow sponsor machine for Fetters. Green flags in the air. We're racing down the front straightaway. Fetters has that preferred groove. I'm going to say down on the bottom in that 23 machine, unless he really goofs it up, but he's going to be able to hold on to the top spot down the back straight. Jones now drives down to the bottom side in that 173 machine. A little bit of contact with himself and Joshua Ely. Ely right now trying to make a go of it here. Jones gets a tad bit tight. Here comes Ely into second. Colbridge now has to make a little bit of contact with the number 173 of Jones, because Jones was coming back down the track. And there goes the number 10 of Shane Kelly. A really, really weird race so far here in heat race number 3. Gotta thank Charlie Harold, Head Start Charlie Harold out there for the star donations. Thank you. And as we continue on going here, Josh Hewley now goes down to the bottom side here. The number 20 machine of Tony is going to drop back to second. That puts him into the clutches also. The 199, a Big Country, Jamison Colbridge. Colbridge now goes for position number 2. Side battle with Fetters there off the corner, as now the 09 of Ely makes a little contact, making love to the wall. That's never a good sign. 3 wide at Chili Bowl. Wow! The 199 of Colbridge in the middle there for a little bit. Fetters backs out of that one. Side-by-side battle here for the top spot. Colbridge trying to take it back from Ely. Ely in the 09 machine running the top shelf of the Speedway. Colbridge down on the bottom just working his magic. Trying to hub-suck it down there, as you call it, catfishing there in the 199 machine down the back straightaway here in the turn number 3. It is going to be 8 laps remaining here around the Chili Bowl. These guys getting a tad bit loose. Fetters loose there in the number 23 machine. That's going to Jones to take advantage of Fetters. Fetters loose again in the 23. You just can't control it. Something to miss on that 23 setup here late in the going here. That's going to get him back to the 5th spot after starting on the pole. But meanwhile, up front, it is Josh Ely and Jamison Colbridge leading this event here, side-by-side battling going on between these guys, as Josh Ely right now holding on to the top spot. The 199 of Jamison Colbridge still running in second, as he's trying to make that bottom work. Ely's just got the top working here. Multiple grooves here this evening at the Chili Bowl. It's great to see that here on Full Velocity TV. A handful of laps left, 5 to go. Great battle going on for the lead. Not going to leave this lead, as Colbridge right up alongside the 09 of Josh Ely here through the corner, as he's going to try to let it eat down into turn number 3. Look at Ely just diving down into the corner as hard as he can. And the 09 machine trying to keep Colbridge at bay, but he is not going away, as there are 4 laps remaining around the Chili Bowl here and heat race number 3. So it's Ely, Colbridge, Jones, Kelly, and Fetters. Those are your 5 cars out here for heat race number 3, the final heat race of the evening here at Chili Bowl. 3 laps are remaining here. Can Jamison Colbridge get it done there in the 199 machine, or can the 09 hang on there? Josh Ely, looks like Ely's starting to settle in as popsicle sticks going in the air for that 09 machine, as he only has 2 more trips, about a lap and a half here for the 09 to take down the victory here. Colbridge in a qualifying spot in the 199 machine, nothing to shake his head at, as he's able to qualify himself in. His white flag going to come out for the 09. One final lap here as they come down the back straightaway. One final challenge here from the 199 of Colbridge, as Ely slides it in. Colbridge down to the bottom, drag race to the start finish line. Give it to Josh Ely, taking down heat race number 3. Colbridge going to finish in that 2nd spot. Andy Jones, Shane Kelly, and Anthony Feathers. I'm going to say Tony Feathers, rounding out your top 5. As it looks like we are going to roll into, we're going to see what we're rolling into here. It looks like we're going to roll into the C main. We're going to take 4 cars out of the C main to transfer into the B main here this evening. There's going to be 6 cars out there, and it's going to roll away like this. C main starting on the pole, driving the number 27. That's Mike Vanagan. Vanagan aboard the 27. Earl Clements going to be his dancing partner to the outside. Inside row number 2, starting in that 3rd starting position, that's the number 10. That's Showtime, Shane Kelly. And outside it will be Torn Shirts in that number 33 machine. Rolling off of that 5th starting position, that's the 101. That's the high side hustler, Martin Karch, and Tony Feathers rounds out your 6-car C main here at the Chili Bowl. So like I said, it's going to be a fantastic race. There's a lot of heavy hitters here in the C main. Only 4 cars going to transfer to the B main. So we're going to see what's going to happen with these drivers. A lot of favorites out there, like Torn Shirts. He's won quite a few races here on Full Velocity TV. Showtime Shane Kelly's also notched some wins. Martin Karch has notched some wins. They're all good racers, James. And not even that, Earl Clements, don't count out Earl either. That 24 machine, he's been coming on strong as of late and able to run really good. His green flag going to come out here off a turn and number 4. The 27 of Vanagan already loose, and loose again in through the corner. Karch now down to the bottom, has nowhere to go, putting the bumper to the 27 of Vanagan. Vanagan right now really slowing that 27 machine. Looks like it's a slick on the side of the speedway for the 27. As Vanagan goes around in front of Karch after Feathers makes a little bit of contact, Karch going to wrestle himself into the top 4, and that 4 are going to transfer on to that B main. Torn Shirts, though, out to the lead in that number 33 machine. The 24 of Earl Clements running in second. 3rd is Showtime Shane Kelly. Guys running a fantastic show so far. MRD 1 and 3 as of they're running right now. Clements the meet in between the sandwich, the MRD sandwich that is Clements running right now in second. Right now holding on to the final transfers, the 101 of Martin Karch. Karch having some bad luck in his heat race. Now trying to make things work here at the Chili Bowl as we're on lap 5 of 15. So we're going to have about 10 laps to go here in the C main. Martin Karch trying to put a distance between himself and Tony Feathers. number 23 machine. So we'll see what's going to here. But it is Torn Shirts leading this event here after a really, really dismal heat race, and that's not normal for the number 33 machine. We don't qualify real well, but not normal to see him running in that fifth spot. So not a lot of track time for that number 33 machine. So 24 of Earl Clements running in second. Third is Showtime Shane Kelly, and Martin Karch has settled into fourth, starting to chase down the number 10 machine. So we're looking at lap times last time by Torn Shirts net 12.2 or 925. Earl Clements with a 13.377, Shane Kelly 13.045, and Martin Karch with a 13.105. So these guys putting on a fantastic show. Got to thank everybody for tuning into the Chili Bowl here. This is round number 4 of the Indoor Nationals provided by DirtSeries.com. Tell you what, check them out. Midget's going to go live next Thursday night. Midgets are wide open, and that's going to be one of our only races that we've ever covered here on Full Velocity TV for Midgets. It's an open invite, so I invite everybody to come out and enjoy the Midgets here with DirtSeries.com. It is going to be 5 laps remaining here for the number 33 as he flashes by that start-finish line. Torn Shirts, the smooth criminal, and the number 33 machine. Earl Clements still running in that second spot. Third is the number 10 of Showtime Shane Kelly, and Martin Karch running in that fourth spot. Tony Feathers in the number 23 running fifth. He's on the outside. Looking in right now for a final transfer into the B main is Mike Vanagon running in that sixth spot. So we're going to see if anybody can catch Martin Karch. Karch has got a pretty good distance, good padding between himself and the number 23 machine of Feathers. About 5 car lengths separate them. So Martin Karch trying to keep Feathers at bay. Feathers really starting to throttle in that number 23 machine, starting to catch the 101 of Karch here as they come off of turn number 1, already down into turn number 1, I should say. The 33 gets popsicle sticks down the back straight away here in the turn number 3. It is Torn Shirts getting the white flag here in the C main. So one more trip. We're going to maintain the battle here between the 23 and the 101. Well, Feathers now messes up there, crosses himself over. And now the 101 of Martin Karch has to put some distance, but picking up the C main victory will be the 33 of Torn Shirts. Earl Clements going to finish up second. Showtime Shane Kelly going to finish third. And Martin Karch going to round out your top 4 here, then going to make it on to the B main. So we're going to have B main racing next here, live on Full Velocity TV. So the field is locked and loaded here for the B main here on Full Velocity TV. And this is the way it's going to start. Rolling off in the top spot, rolling off first, the 72, that's Mr. Excitement, David Day. His answer partner to the outside, driving the number 7. That's Mason Turner. Turner above board the number 7. Inside row number 2, starting in that third starting position, that is the number 173. That's Andy Jones. Outside of him will be the 33. That's Torn Shirts. Inside row number 3, in that fifth starting position, that's the number 24. That's Earl Clements. And outside of him, that is Showtime Shane Kelly aboard the number 10 machine. And shotgun on the field driving the 101. That's Martin Karch. I believe they are going to indeed, I think, take 4 cars here, maybe even more, to the A main from here, Phil. Or, yeah, not Phil. Phil's not alongside of me here, so I'm seeing him down here in the chat box, watching him talk back and forth. But they're going to take, I believe, 4 to 6 cars here from the B main, trying to get official word here. It's kind of hard when you're by yourself. So it looks like the iRacing.com pace truck going to pull down to Pier Road. And it's the 72 of David Day. Mason Turner going to lead them down to the green flag. Green flag's in the air. The 72 puts that loud pedal down as fast as he can here at the Chili Bowl. David Day leads them here through 1 and 2. Down the back straight away the 7 of Mason Turner working on the outside here in that number 7 machine. Like you said, Torn Shirts already up to that third spot. The number 30 machine, I don't see him missing the A main here tonight. The 101 to Martin Karch. We're going to see if he can make it up through the field here, as he's got a lot of people right directly in front of him. Clements and the 10 of Showtime Shane Kelly really duking it out, as Martin Karch now looks down to the bottom side here, trying to make his way up through. But meanwhile, back up front, David Day has gapped himself between himself and the 33 of Torn Shirts. Shirts right now running in that second spot. Third is the number 7 of Mason Turner. Andy Jones running in that fourth spot. Earl Clements running fifth. 6 is the number 10 of Showtime Shane Kelly. Around they go in the knot, and Karch even makes contact there. See if he can get it relegated back going. He's stuck in the outside wall. Clements backs it up. They get going. Yellow flag going to fly here on lap number 5. So this is going to be the first yellow of the evening. And it's going to slow him down here. Lap 5 of the B main. Trying to catch my breath just a bit here, as we're going to have probably about 8 laps to go here when we get the initial green flag here in B main. Then we'll go to feature racing here for the A main, as these guys, we're just waiting for these guys to transfer themselves in here, waiting to catch up to the iRacing.com pace truck. And this is going to be a fantastic show. There's a lot of contact that happened back there, as it's being shown here live on the screen. This is Jack Truan doing a fantastic job showing that what's happening there. So fantastic job showing what happened into that corner, and they all got in the knot. Track was blocked. It didn't look very good for most of these drivers, so we'll see what's going to happen. iRacing.com pace truck lights are extinguished atop that machine. The 72 of David Day going to lead them down here into turn number 1. As soon as that iRacing.com pace truck pulls down to pit road, he's going to indeed do so. The 73 of David Day just waiting to light the wick off of turn number 4. Green flag back in the air. We're racing down the front straightaway here to turn number 1. The 33 of Torrance Shirts now under fire by the number 7 of Mason Turner. David Day gets loosened out of shape off the corner. That's a mistake that may not happen there. The number 7 of Mason Turner now down to the bottom side, banging doors with a 33 of Torrance Shirts. Turner having a great race going on there for that second spot. David Day continues to get loosened. Oh, down to pit road David Day goes. Not sure what happened to the 72 machine, as he is down on pit road, and never a good sign there for Mr. David Day. It looked like he was going to make it here into the feature. Not sure what happened there. Setup going awry on the number 72 machine. Now that hands the lead over to Torrance Shirts here for the B main. Mason Turner running in that second spot. Third is Earl Clements. Fourth is Martin Karch, Andy Jones, and then it's David Day and Shane Kelly already behind the wall here. I believe we're going to have our transfer positions, as these guys doing a fantastic job. It is all Torrance Shirts here in the closing. Shirts leading them down here into turn number 3, and off of turn number 4, we're going to see the popsicle sticks in the air here. 2 more trips around the speedway for the MRT Midwest Racing Development number 33. Mason Turner running in second. Earl Clements running third, starting to track down the Turner machine. Is Karch right there running in that 4th spot, just trying to make it in to the A main here. White flag in the air. 1 more trip around for the 33 of Torrance Shirts down into turn 1 and off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway for the final time. It is Torrance Shirts handling it through 3 and 4, picking up the B main, the number 33 machine. Mason Turner going to finish up second in the number 7. Third is going to be Earl Clements, Martin Karch, Andy Jones, David Day, and Shane Kelly. Round out your field here for the B main. So we're going to get ready to get to A main. Racing here in just a moment. Warm up going to start here. These guys are going to go out on the track, I believe, for a couple minutes. I'm going to take a minute to relax here, guys, and try to take a sip of my Coca-Cola and see what's going to go on here. It's going to be an exciting A main. Well, as we're right here, we're going to throw it down trackside. We're going to honor this great nation with the playing of our national anthem. Just looking at the sights and sounds here as we honored our great nation with the playing of our national anthem, and just looking at the sights and sounds of the Chili Bowl, taking it in here as we got a brief moment here on warm-up. We got to thank our presenting sponsors here on Full Velocity TV, Spotafora Firearms. Got to thank Dirt-Series. Got to thank Evil One Graphics. They're not only good, they are evil. Also got to thank CNC Race Designs for coming aboard here. Hanover Wrecker Service here. Also aboard as a main sponsor. And don't forget out Jeff Brown and iRacing, iFlag. Thank you guys all for helping us out here on Full Velocity TV, and hope to look forward to more great years and great races underneath us here on Full Velocity TV. We were going to unveil something brand new here tonight, and not going to be able to do so because one of the announcers has been took by the Wicked Witch of the North, or whatever you want to call it, out here tonight, as the winds have been whipping around severely here over the last couple of days. I know in New York State, I know he's out in Connecticut, so I know the winds have been whipping around. Straight winds have been awful up through the Northeast, and those guys doing a fantastic job. We have not had no outages here in New York, but obviously it's been shook up there in Connecticut, as he's right now out of power, not able to join me here, not able to be alongside of me here tonight. So we'll see if he can ever get it righted into the right direction here tonight, and maybe join us for Dirt Slinging Outlaws. That's going to be race number 2. We're going to have 2 more races on the build here for you tonight on Full Velocity TV, as we're getting ready to go racing here at the Chili Bowl here, A main feature style. Starting on the pole here, it's going to be the number 69. That's Corey Whitworth. His dancing partner to the outside going to be the number 83. That's Josh Smith. Inside, row number 2, starting in that third starting position, that's a 09. That's Joshua Ely. Ely aboard the number 09. Outside, it will be the number 13, Caleb Ramsey. Inside, row number 3, starting in that fifth starting position, that's the number 46. That's Bailey Hip, and the number 46. And outside of him, rolling off 6 will be the 199. That's Big Country himself. That's Jamison Colbridge. Rolling off 7th, it will be the number 33 of Torrin Shirts aboard the number 33. Mason Turner is going to roll off 7th, roll off 8th in the number 7 machine. Rolling off 9th will be number 24 of Earl Clements. Martin Kart's going to roll off 10th to the 101. Andy Jones in the 173, he's going to roll off 11th. And 12th is going to be Mr. Excitement, David Day. Stuff broke in the heat race, still able to make it into the feature event here tonight. So David Day has made the call. We called for 12 cars. We have 12 cars out there. A-main feature time about ready to go here. Dirt-Series.com, live on Full Velocity TV. Got to ask you guys out there, who's it going to be here tonight? Who's your favorite? We know you got a favorite out there here on Full Velocity TV. Make it known, make it loud, make it proud out there on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. We want to hear what you guys got going on as green flag flies. We're racing off of turn number 4, and this is the number 69 of Corey Whitworth. Down on the bottom, the 83 of Smith. Up top, side-by-side battle down into turn number 3. Great racing, great battle going on for the top spot. 60 laps will be the distance we've already completed. Lap number 2, and this is the number 69 so far, holding on to the lead over Smith. Smith not going away, though. And then number 83 machine, he was able to work his magic on the top shelf in the heat race. See if he can work his magic here with the number 69 of Whitworth. Whitworth has won quite a few races here at Dirt Series and been the dominant car in that number 69 machine. But Josh Smith trying to show him a thing or two on the top shelf of the Speedway. Yellow flag going to fly here tonight for the first time here in this event. So iRacing.com pace truck going to pull out onto pit road. And I believe this one involved Mason Turner. We'll have to see if that was Mason Turner. Yes, indeed. Turner was coming down into the corner there. The number 7 machine drifted up there, got a little bit of contact with the 33, and they just ran plumb out of real estate there. 33 was there. He wasn't going to lift, and he says, Mason, get off me, and he turns him around there in the knot in the number 7 machine. So David Day now going to pull down to the infield. Something wrong with his equipment there in the number 72 machine, at least finishing in the 12th position. He made the A-main. We got a lot of people out there, and I got to thank you guys out there for tuning in here to Full Velocity TV. We got Walter Brown going for the 101. That's Martin Karch. The 199. Brandon out there going for Jamison Colbridge. Ronnie out there with the number 83 of Josh Smith. We know we got to have some more favorites out there, guys. Let's hear them. We want to hear them here on Full Velocity TV. We like the fans out there communicating here with the broadcasters. We make sure we get your pick over the PA system here on Full Velocity TV. Green flag getting ready to come back out on the turn number 4. Green flag's back in the air. Are we going to have the racing we once had there before the yellow flag? The 69 of Whitworth down to the bottom. The 83 of Josh Smith up top. This time, Smith not able to pull up alongside of him like he was. As now yellow flag going to fly again here for the second time. Not sure what happened to that one. Going to see if it was probably... maybe the 24 of Earl Clements? No, it looks like the number 13 machine involved in that one. 13 of Caleb Ramsey, as he's just picked. And he was spinning around like a top. Man, real bad wreck. We're going to show that on the screen here. As you can just see, Caleb Ramsey, not the benefactor here in that number 13 machine. So tough break for him as he's down to the infield. And the 69 looks like he's down there too, of Corey Whitworth. Not sure, he had to go get his damage fixed in that 69 machine. So he's going to have to come back out on the track. I believe that's going to give the lead to Jamison Colbridge. He's 83 also involved in that one. So we'll see what happens here as Corey Whitworth now comes out onto the speedway. Yeah, as Corey out there picked the number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. And yeah, then he gets flipped. You're correct. That's tough for Caleb Ramsey. 2 laps down. Lots of damage to that. And we'll see what happens. He's still down on pit road trying to get it fixed. Already a 50-second pit stop. And yeah, I have to agree with you, Corey. He was fighting really, really well throughout this race, and you know he's been coming pretty strong. Last night he's been in the races here. Is iRacing.com pace truck pulling down to pit road here. Going to send these guys back on their way with the 199 of Colbridge and Bailey Hipp. Your leaders, green flag in the air down to the turn number 1. I think Hipp got a little anxious on the throttle, just a tad bit there, as he was able to get to the top spot there rather quick there, and I believe that was the jump start. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe the 46 has timed that perfectly. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But Colbridge down to the bottom side. Josh Smith running in that third spot. Great side-by-side battle going on for the top spot between the 46 of Hipp, the 199 of Colbridge. Down across the start-finish line here, we have 16 in of 60. So we'll see if what happens here. We've had 2 yellow flags so far at the Chili Bowl. These guys have been putting on a great show for what they have had here. There's a 33 of Torrance Shirts. Look at Shirts all the way up through the field. That 33 machine, and he started way back there. He started in the C main. Just remember that, folks, is the 33 of Torrance Shirts now playing in the third spot. So he's had a lot of driving, a lot of extra laps. Him and Bailey Hipp making a tad bit of contact over there, but Shirt's going to wrestle that one away from Bailey Hipp. Martin Karch up to 4th in the 101 machine. So Karch starting to come up through the field here, battling it out with the number 83 of Josh Smith. Side-by-side battle. 3 wide for 3rd. Karch was down on the bottom there. Somebody had to back out. That was 83 of Josh Smith. Karch still working over the bottom here, trying to get around that number 46 machine. We'll see what happens here as Hipp drifts up the track there. Hell of a push in that number 46 machine. He's going to lose a bunch of spots there. One to Josh Smith, Josh Ely right there too. But Karch now moves himself up into the top 3. Meanwhile, back out front, it is all Jamison Colbridge so far in that number 199 machine, working over the bottom to perfection. Last time by, he ran under the 12-second lap. Torrance Shirts right now running a 13.165, so Colbridge a tad bit faster than the second place running Torrance Shirts, but he has some clean real estate above him, and now yellow flag going to slow these guys down once again. Not sure who was involved in that one. I almost can bet it was the number 24 of Earl Clements. Tough break for Earl, I do believe, as it looks like maybe Clements made some contact there. We'll wait and see here as we're going to go back through the replay rather quickly here. And it does, yep. Clements had a little bit of help, though, from the 177 of Andy Jones. Jones getting up into the left rear quarter panel of the 24 machine. Sends Earl Clements around and so hopefully Earl will be able to go back around here, almost running into second place. Torrance Shirts evasive maneuver there as Clements hits the wall. As Earl trying to get back around Colbridge here, so he's going to be the tail end of the lead lap in that number 24 machine. So right now it's Jamison Colbridge in the 199. He is your current race leader. Second's the 33 of Torrance Shirts. Martin Karch aboard the 101. He is running third. Fourth is Josh Smith. Josh Ely running fifth. Sixth is going to be Bailey Hipp. Corey Whitworth seventh. Eighth is Mason Turner. Ninth is Andy Jones, Earl Clements, and Caleb Ramsey. The only cars left running out there, and Ramsey is indeed back out there 9 laps down in the number 13 machine. So it's Colbert and Shirts, green flag back in the air. We're racing. We're almost halfway home here. We got about 4 laps. We'll be halfway home here at the Chili Bowl. Looking towards Shirts. Shot out of Canton down the back straightaway, side by side with the 199 of Colbert's. Coming down into turn number 3 is he got a whole shot there in the 33 machine. Colbert's, it looks to be a little bit slower there, as he was indeed the fastest car out there when that yellow came out, but the track has changed once again. This time it looks like in the favor of the 33 of Torrance Shirts. Shirts now going to the top shelf of the Speedway, trying to make short work here of the 199 of Colbert's. Colbert's not going away, though. Just working that bottom group, catfishing it down there, trying to stay in front of the 33 MRD, Midwest Racing Development. Torrance Shirts right now on the top shelf, going to lead that time by that number 33 machine. Martin Kart still running in that 4th spot in the 101 machine. Shirts right now trying to work over the top side. He just doesn't have the mustard so far to get completely by the 199 of Colbert, and sideways goes Torrance Shirts. And I believe the 199 had that one there, and I'm not sure where the scoring loop was, but the 199 maybe it has the lead, or maybe it's 199 or the 33 of Torrance Shirts. We'll have to wait and see here. So we're just over halfway. Trying to figure out who that was in that most recent yellow flag. Looking back through here, just not sure who was involved in this one. Maybe Jack has a temper on this one, or maybe somebody just threw a water bottle out there. I don't know who brought out this most recent yellow flag, or if it was just a quick spin around and I didn't see it there. I thought it was going to be the number 7 of Mason Turner. Nope, it's the 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Ramsey around all by his lonesome there. And the number 13 machine, that's what's going to bring out the yellow flag. So Ramsey's bad night just keeps continuing, keeps coming at him there, and that's tough for Caleb Ramsey, as he was having a good run aboard that number 13 machine. And he's already 8 laps down, now 9 laps down. So green flag coming back out off of turn number 4. It was single file restart there as Torrance Shirts, your race leader in the number 33 machine. Colbridge all over the rear bumper there in the 199. Josh Smith for 3. Here comes Karts back down to the bottom in that 101 machine. Trying to make something happen here on Josh Smith. Not able to do so. As Shirts continues to run the bottom now in that 33 machine. We'll see how fast he is compared to Colbridge. Just time by as they flash by that start-finish line. Yep, it is Torrance Shirts with a 13.158. James Colbridge 13.227. Those guys definitely in their own area code, except for Caleb Ramsey. Ramsey ran about the same lap, but 9 laps down. So everybody else around the 13.5 bracket, 13.4 bracket, except for Whitworth. Whitworth's starting to make his way up through. So now Whitworth last time by 13 flat. So he is indeed the fastest car out there on the speedway. And that number 69 machine, he has worked his way up to 4th. He got around the 101 of Martin Kart. So he's head-hunting there for maybe the 33 of Torrance Shirts. And right now, Shirts trying to run away and hide. The 83 of Josh Smith is just drifting up the track, man. It looks like his setup just going away, or maybe just geared towards the top shelf of the speedway. The 69 of Whitworth starting to reel him in. We're going to see if Whitworth can make it a pass there for the 3rd spot. But yellow flag going to fly here on lap 40 of 60. And I believe this one involved the 101 of Martin Karch. Yes, indeed it did. It was Karch in the 101 machine. We're going to go back, and he took one wheel of a ride in the 101 machine as he hit the wall, drifted up, and man, he just goes into the turn and into the wall again, upside down, up and over for Martin Karch. He lands on his lid, thought he was going to make it back on all fours, and we have a turtle. Martin Karch upside down. So unfortunately, Martin Karch involved in that one. Looks like he's going to have to pull up. Going to work, though, on that machine, trying to get him back out there. He does not want to lose it. Maybe a top 10 spot as Caleb Ramsey still out there running. So Ramsey still could make up to the top 10 as Ramsey is points racing here in that number 13 machine. But off of turn number 4, we're going to get that wick lighted once again. Green flag going to be back in the air. It is Torrance Shirts leading the charge with the 199 running in that 2nd spot. Third is the 69 machine now, Corey Whitworth, as he dives down to the bottom, but Josh Smith says not so fast. He gives Colbridge one whale of a bump through the corner there. Colbridge gets sideways, and he has to drive it there. And man, great driving by the top, I'm going to say second through fourth, as Colbridge got loose from the bump of Josh Smith. Smith says hello to the 199 of Jamison Colbridge, and Smith now up to the top shelf, and around goes the 69 machine, around off the bumper of the 46 of Bailey Hipp, as Corey Whitworth around there in the knot, and he had some help, indeed some help from the number 46 machine. So 46 of Bailey Hipp getting into Corey Whitworth. Whitworth cannot be happy in that number 69, as he relegated himself and drove himself all the way back up to the top five, and he was having a fantastic run in that number 69 machine. And going to see what's going to happen there. Is they're going to restack and repack? I'm not sure if Hipp is going to get a penalty. Yes, indeed. I believe Hipp is going to go to the end of the longest line there, maybe in the number 7 machine. We'll see. Or not the number 7 machine, the number 46 machine. No, Hipp is now running in that 7th spot. So not sure who actually caused that one. The admins, I do not have them on the channel. So that we know there was contact made, and the admin's calls are final. Don't listen to the broadcaster. That's why I'm not an admin. So we're getting ready to go. Green flag off of turn number 4. Once again, lights are extinguished atop the iRacing.com page truck, and they're going to drive it down into the infield once again. We're on lap 49 of 60 here at the Chili Bowl, DirtSeries.com, and a fantastic show going on. Remember, Thursday night, we're going to have the season finale here for the Indoor Nationals. That's going to be the midgets. Everybody is welcome to come run that one here on Full Velocity TV. That's going to be a barn burner. As we're back to Green Flag Racing, Colbridge now working over the bottom once again here with Torrance Schurz. Colbridge's been the bridesmaid quite a few times in that 199 machine. He wants to win one of these things, and I know he's been second quite a few times here in the Indoor Nationals. He wants to try to pick up a win here. He's rubbing doors there with the 33 of Torrance Schurz. As Colbridge now working over the bottom here. Colbridge got a good run down on the bottom side as Schurz messed it up there. Going to the corner, Schurz throws it into the corner as hot and heavy as he can. Colbridge still working over the bottom side. Side by side battle for the top spot. Great racing going on. Colbridge now to the top, into the first spot. The 33 of Torrance Schurz running in second. Now dives it back down into turn number 3 as hard as he can on the top shelf of the speedway. Colbridge's going to nip him there at the line. That's all you got to do, is be able to nip him there. As Colbridge now pulls in front of him, moves up the track just a little bit to try to kill the run of the 33 of Torrance Schurz. Schurz right now still trying to get up on the top shelf once again. Looks like the top shelf has gone away this time. And then for the number 33 machine, now Colbridge to the lead with 6 laps to go. Look at Jamison Colbridge in that 199 machine coming off of turn number 4, as he's going to get the 5 to go signal for that machine. The 33 Torrance Schurz running in that second spot. Third is Josh Smith. Earl Clements up to 4th. Look at Earl go in that number 24 machine coming off of turn number 4. It is Big Country Jamison Colbridge showing the way there in the CNC Race Designs. Yellow flag is going to fly. This may be the end of it here, and it may be the first time Jamison Colbridge down in victory lane here in the Indoor Nationals. If that is the case, Torrance Schurz just lost that one after a little bit of a mistake there. It looked like he drove it in just a little hard, and it does not look like the top shelf was as good as it was there in the later portion of that event. So it seemed like every time a yellow came out, there was something else going awry there with a different groove, it could be the top, it could have been the bottom. As we're going to wait and see if we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing. I do believe that might be the end of it, though. As the number 199 of Colbridge, your current race leader, we'll wait and see if iRacing has any type of green checkered ordeal here. Nope, there's 2 laps remaining, so I believe they're going to stay behind the pace truck here, and the lights are going to stay on the top of that machine. It looks like Jamison Colbridge is going to take down the victory. Big Country has got one more trip around, and hopefully you don't run out of fuel in that 199 machine. But Jamison Colbridge, CNC Race Designs machine, going to take down, he sponsored this event, he's going to take down the victory here tonight in a great fashion. Great race with himself and Torrance Schurz, and just put himself in a great position here. No longer a bridesmaid here on DirtSeries.com or Full Velocity TV, and taking down the victory. The 199 to Jamison Colbridge. Torrance Schurz going to finish up second. Third is going to be Josh Smith. Earl Clements, great run. They're just outside the top 3, finishing 4th. 5th is going to be Josh Ely, Bailey Hipp, Andy Jones, Corey Whitworth, Mason Turner, Martin Karch, Caleb Ramsey, and David Day. Going to be your 12-car field. The way that they finished here at the Chili Bowl great to see these guys take down the victory. As Colbert's got to be ecstatic here. And we're going to wait and see what we get, kind of where we get. So don't go away even after this, guys. We'll be having a link go up for the Dirt Slinging Outlaws Pro Late Models, and then the Super Late Models there, open setup. Anybody that wants to get involved in that one can get involved in that one. But they're going to be live here on Full Velocity TV. Again, congratulations to our winner. I'm going to see if we can catch up with all three of these drivers. Great racing going on for the top spots. So we're going to get down here, talk to the number 83 of Josh Smith. He's been working really hard to put on this Dirt Series promotion, the Indoor Nationals. He's been doing a fantastic job. One of our favorite times to come over here is watch this Indoor Nationals, and we've been working hand in hand with Josh Smith here on Full Velocity TV for quite some time now. But Josh, a great run here tonight, finishing up third. About time you got on the podium.
Yeah, we finished third last week in the rally cars. Glad to compete here in the street stocks. Had a lot of problems there early in that race, but cars started to come around toward the end.
Yeah, it looked like you were the only guy that could really get that top shelf to work. You were way up the track there, and it looked like it was starting to come in for you. But Torrin Schurz had it working there for a little bit, and it just seemed to go away in that 33 machine. And you were driving it there and just letting it eat up there, I should say, in that number 83 machine. Man, it was looking good up there. If you had a few more laps, you think you had anything for those top two?
I don't know if I had any. I was fast as they was, or faster, but problem is they're there. Getting to them and passing those two things in this little tight track. I'd set up to run the top and got hung on the bottom early, and just took a while to get the top blowed off. But I mean, we were faster than they were, but catching them and getting by them is two different things.
Well, Josh, as we're accustomed to here on Full Velocity TV, great third place finish. But I'm going to the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. We'd like to thank you tonight.
First off, got to thank Jameson Earl. Those guys help me every week with this. Without you guys, Dirt Series wouldn't be what it was. Second, guys, thank my wife for letting me do this. Got to thank Martin Karts for not dumping me in that race. He had a few chances trying to slide through the middle, about spun out. Earl did the same thing. Thank our sponsors, Foxhound Graphics, Southern Sim Racing, 187 Custom Calls, Hanover Wrecker Service, CNC Racing Designs, The Hub, Sim Racing Giveaways, AOK Photography. I'm sure I'm missing one more. CNC Racing Designs. But guys, thank you guys. Thanks for everybody coming out. That's a major sponsor we got to thank.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up third place. We're going to let him go back to work. I believe he's got to go chit-chat with some of the other drivers, but we're going to let him go back to work. Picking up third here tonight, driver the number 83, that Full Velocity sponsor machine. Proud to be a part of that one, Josh Smith.
User was moved out of your.
So we're going to muster our way down here to second place driver of the number 33 here tonight, Midwest Racing Development number 33. That's Torrin Schurz. And Torrin, you had that race. You came all the way from the sea. Probably the most astounding race here. You probably drove the most laps, probably led the most laps here all evening long. You had a bad heat race, and I was saying, man, that's not Torrin Schurz. He's back in fifth. You can't be kidding me. But I remember you saying you didn't have any practice here tonight, and as the race wore on, you were getting faster. It just seemed like you were out snookered, or you snookered yourself there in those closing laps, and allowed Jameson to get around you. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, the heat race was kind of crappy. The leader came up on the second place car and got him kind of loose, and I had nowhere to go, kind of nicked him, got me sideways. 72 got beneath me, and that was the end of that. C-Man was able to get up front and win that thing to put me in the B, and was able to get up front and win that. Started seventh. I was okay with that. I knew we had 60 laps. I knew I had a fast car just from those two mains. Really disappointed in myself. I just missed the bottom on that last restart. I wish we would have just stayed green. Pulled a Kyle Larson, I guess, and let him go by me. But I'll take a second coming from the C-Main any day of the week.
Yeah, it's a whale of a show that you put on here tonight, Tor, and I was glad to be a part of that and watch you come all the way from the sea, man. Like I said, that's a lot of laps and a lot of tuning on your car and different things that you had to do here tonight. But I'm going to the microphone. The floor is all yours, as accustomed to here on Full Velocity TV. Thank you. I'd like to thank.
Yeah, first off, I'd like to thank Full Velocity TV. You guys do an awesome job. I'm glad I was able to run with you again. And thanks, Josh, for putting on this league. Pretty fun night overall. Good competition. And then my team, Midwest Racing Development. Shane, unfortunately, had some trouble in the B main. He was the car to go home in that. So hopefully we'll do a little bit better next time as a team and maybe get all three of us out here again. So, and then, like I said, just thank you guys again and all the viewers watching.
So, Tor, are you looking forward to these midgets coming up?
Yeah, I always like to give them a shot and just see what the schedule is. We've got a pretty busy race schedule with this team, so hopefully we can make it out to this one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up second place here tonight at the Chili Bowl here for the Street Stocks. Torrin shares aboard the number 33 Midwest Racing Development sponsored machine, and we'll let Torrin get back to work. As like you said, he has a busy schedule. And congratulations here for his second place finish. But we're going to mosey on. I had to run down to victory lane. There was a huge crowd down here for Big Country, Jamison Colbridge. And I said, now it's time, Jamison. You win finally here on Full Velocity TV. And one of these indoor national things, you're no longer a bridesmaid. You could celebrate as a winner here tonight.
Hey, I tell you what, I'm sitting here in the car waiting for you guys. I think it was Phil. I think Phil is my bad luck charm.
It may be, Jamison, as he put on a fantastic show there, and Torrin was a little unhappy with himself there. He knew he blew it there going into the corner. He knew how fast you were down on the bottom, and he wanted to block that bottom, but he left it open just a tad too long, and you were able to get around him. And once you got around him, you were able to hold him off. You think it would have changed anything there those last four laps if it would have remained green, or do you think you could have held him off?
It would have been tough. I mean, he was faster up top. He was just fast enough for me to not be able to be as quick as I could be on the bottom. I mean, he put up a good race.
He definitely put up a good race here tonight, and so did you, Jamison. You led quite a few laps here tonight and taking down the victory, and going to earn some points there on, I believe, the Corey Whitworth machine here tonight. Tell us about that.
Hey, I seen him spinning there at right when we were taking that yellow come out. That's the first thing I said. I'm going to gain some points on old Corey.
Yeah, he hasn't had a lot of bad luck, but I think you had a little help having that bad luck here tonight, Jamison. But I'm going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. I'd like to thank here tonight.
I'm going to thank each and every one of you guys that put on these broadcasts every week for us. Josh, Earl, my girlfriend for letting me play this game. CNC Racing Designs. It's my personal rep company. That's about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the victory here tonight. Like I said, not a bridesmaid no more. He picks up a victory here. The big old W, Jamison Colbridge, Big Country aboard the 199 machine, and hopefully we'll see him here in victory lane a little bit more often. I know we're getting locked and loaded ready for the Dirt Slinging Outlaws races that are coming up here, but great job, Jamison, once again.
Thank you.
All right, on behalf of myself, we're going to throw this right to the next segment here. Is we're going to get restacked and repacked ourselves here on Full Velocity TV. But on behalf of myself, Jack Truan, DirtSeries.com, and the Indoor Nationals, I'm Todd Stanton. Along with Jack Truan, we'll see you just in about 15 minutes or so for the Dirt Slinging Outlaws Pro Late Model Series on Full Velocity TV.